Wow, are you looking at me? Oh my god, you're so creepy. My god. Come on, look away. Look away.
My God.
Yes, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Why? Why this time? What happened? Well, in the past, we have seen how Meghan Markle, when she was ditched by Spotify, every time she is ditched, every time a show is cancelled, for example, The Pearl, she would always come up with a picture in public, surrounded by paparazzi, trying to distract our mind from that failure. She wants to be always the winner. We have also seen what happened when Megxit took place. She left UK, they were kicked out, then they created this whole drama of going to Canada, coming to US. Oh, we're so poor, we're so victim, we have been kicked out by them. And try to gain sympathy from people. In every situation, you see them doing the same thing over and over again. Recently, we have seen them, actually last Friday, and I made a video about this, they coming out in front of the public, showing their happy faces, quote-unquote happy faces, fake happy faces. Why? Because now we know they have lost their job with Spotify, they're going to be losing their job with Netflix, so it's a big disaster. So what they do? They come up with these photos, with these videos, with these pictures. What happened with Frogmore? We know a similar thing happened with Frogmore, right? With Frogmore, we know they were evicted. In other words, they were kicked out. Would they let that happen just like that? No, of course not. They have to do something to show the people that it is time for you guys to think something else. Don't think that we were evicted or that we became homeless. Think about something else. Because Meghan and Harry, at the end of the day, all they want every single time is that they have won. So what happened this time? Meghan Markle, even though she was kicked out from Frogmore Cottage, but she managed to leave behind a message. And this I find to be very, very creepy. You're looking at me again? Oh my god, look at those eyes. Yes, this is exactly what she is doing. And this time she's looking at who? King Charles with those eyes. What happened? So according to this source, as we say before, and we mentioned this, that the Frogmore Cottage could be a place for Prince Andrew. And we actually do not have any evidence, any proof that will happen, because Andrew, he doesn't want to be moving into Frogmore Cottage. But this is something that is going on between the royal family members. But what we also know now is that they were evicted and they removed all their belongings. And you would imagine that they would do so very easily, right? Guess what? When the Buckingham Palace, the authorities, they sent somebody there to check if everything was removed from the property. I'm talking about for Meghan and Harry, if they took everything with them. So this guy went there, and lo and behold, he saw something. He saw this actually, this picture. Not this picture. Of course, this is what it would mean. That she would be looking at that guy in that way, but this is not the picture that he saw. This is the picture he saw there hanging on the wall. What is this picture? This is a picture, a black and white snap, and this was left behind again by Meghan and Harry. For some people, this is a picture they left behind out of love for the next resident of the house. For other people, they're like, this is absolutely creepy, because why would you leave behind your photos for the new tenant, for the new resident? It doesn't make any sense. To me, it's a creepy thing. Why? Because narcissistic people, they never want to be the loser. They always want to distract your mind. If they are losing, if they are being publicly humiliated, they will always try to distract your mind. Just like as I said in the beginning of this video, they were always coming up with something to counterbalance their failures. Now, because they are being evicted, they cannot just let it slide. They have to do something. So what they do is they leave behind this creepy message, this creepy photo for the new resident to see and remember the Queen and King of England in their head. They are the King and Queen of England. These people are so creepy. These people are pure example of what it is to be a narcissistic person. Let's take a look at these few photos, or actually a few statements that I wanted to share with you. And this is coming from a source. Basically, it's talking about Prince Andrew, that he would be hoping to move into the Frogmore Cottage, but that is obviously not going to happen, simply because Prince Andrew is fighting over this. He wants to be in that royal lodge. Of course, he is going to be forced by the king. And this is the map of the Frogmore Cottage. As you can see here, this is a very nice property, but of course they do not want to move in there. Okay, so out now. What I want to read here is this one, okay? So decided to leave, obviously, they took all those memories. So Meghan and Harry, they took all those memories, but they left one behind, a message for the next inhabitant whoever that may be. People thought, of course, it was going to be the Duke of York, Prince Andrew, and now seems to have been put on ice. But according to some sources that we have done investigation on, they're basically saying that when somebody was there to check if they removed all their items, he found out that there was a photo. Okay, and that photo came as a message. With the message remains a black and white snap, okay, of Harry and Meghan taken at Windsor on their final visit, basically wishing whoever comes. Again, I don't think they're wishing anybody anything. They are just showing their anger. They will come back. What was the movie? Winter Woman or something like that. She unleashed all her evil power. So Meghan is going to do that. You want that particular message, others say, well, that is a nice thing. No, of course, that is not a nice thing that they have left behind. I find it to be very, very rude that they actually left behind their own photos for the new resident. Why would they do that? I mean, this is absolutely a sign of a narcissistic person who cannot just, leave it. They cannot just leave it alone. They always have to do something. They always have to be the winner. So this time, as I said, Meghan was looking at King Charles with those eyes. And she is telling to King Charles that, look, even though you got us, you have us evicted, but my eyes are going to be on you all the time. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, they are not going to forget. They're not going to just leave Frogmore Cottage like that. They are going to be making big issues, guys, big issues in the future, whether it is in front of a camera or giving an interview to a magazine, whatever it is, or writing a memoir. They are going to be always making it a big deal, and they will never be able to forget. Even though maybe Harry will forget because he used to be living in that kind of luxurious, palaces for free for many, many years. But for her, it is a disgrace. This is how they see it. This is a disgrace, and this is a detachment from something she loved so much, i.e. Frogmore Cottage. Obviously, they did not want to live there, even though she wanted that piece of land so dearly. But look at her behavior. Like, she doesn't want to be living there. She doesn't want to be in the UK. If you love it so much, if you have a picture, if you want to hang a picture on the wall of yours because you love it so much, why don't you just come back? Why don't you come back? She doesn't want to come back, but at the same time, she wants to tell the whole world, oh, we're being evicted and I still love this place. This lady, this woman, is completely a narcissistic person who contradicts a lot of things, who doesn't really know what she is doing, as I said, because both of them are delusional. And we have given you an recent example, actually, where Harry said, I want to interview Putin and the Pope and Donald Trump. They are completely delusional. They do not know how things work. They have never worked for anything. They always got things for free. Meghan through her husband, previous relationship, and Harry obviously through his family and his being a royal from the royal family member. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're joining in, let me know your thoughts, your opinion. I'll see you in the next video.